everybody, Chris here, otherwise known as Doodly. And I figured that I would do a quick YouTube channel update, if you want to call it that, a very brief Q&A. So what we're going to do is we're going to first run into the very brief Q&A that I'm going to do. So I decided while I was going to do a video, I might as well answer some questions if anyone gave a shit to ask any. So I got a handful of questions from my Twitter and from my YouTube account. So we will go ahead and run into some of those. So over on YouTube, Mark Weston asks, do you have much family, like kids, brothers, or sisters? So I don't like to talk about my personal life too much with my gaming. I like to keep that separate. However, this question, I don't mind to answer. It's 0 across the board. I have no kids, thank God, no sisters, no brothers. Well, okay, I technically have 2 half-sisters, but I don't know who the fuck they are because my dad ran out before I was born and then had another family. But anyway, that's another therapy session. So yeah, I am an only child, and I like it because I'm spoiled. Next question on YouTube comes from the nicest person in the universe. I do have researchers checking, in fact, to see if they are the nicest person in the universe. And they ask, would you ever go back to doing LCPDFR? Let me answer this for you short and sweet. Fuck no. And the reason that is a fuck no is because I'm not modding it and spending the time to mod it on a broken ass game. Alright, next question comes from Johnny Driscoll, and he asks, will Cousin Conway make a return to LSPDFR single player? Cousin Conway and myself are very busy adults and gentlemen, so we are not able to get together as often as we once did. So the short answer to that question, again, is probably a no, considering that I only see him during family events and other such endeavors. Next question comes from Christopher Jackson with 2 lowercase I's. What the fuck is undercase? Would you ever consider doing walkthroughs of games? If I ever did a walkthrough of a game, it would have to be the first day that that game came out, and I would have to do the walkthrough within a few days after. Reason being is because by the time I would be able to make an entire walkthrough, everyone and their mothers would have beaten that game, so it's kind of pointless. Next question on YouTube comes from Mesmic398. And he asks, have you ever tested for law enforcement or a desire to even be an officer anymore these days? You cannot pay me enough money for me to be a police officer in today's world. No fucking amount. And I mean that. 10 years ago, that was my only hope. I just want to be a cop. That's all I want to do. I got very close with a couple of departments and never panned out, probably for the better, because I would have quit by now anyway. Again, you can't pay me enough to be a cop and deal with the fucking horse shit they've got to deal with now. No, thank you. All right, now we're going to switch gears and go over to the Twitter post that the Twitter tweet that I sent out about asking me questions. The first question comes from Preston D. And Preston D asks, what inspired you to get into doing YouTube and making content? So I started my YouTube channel in 2013. And initially, I started it as a hobby. So I wanted something productive to do with my free time. And obviously, video gaming is a passion of mine. I have not made that clear yet. And I thought, why not start a YouTube channel and play games all day? So back then, I had the time. And I had the willpower to edit videos. Well, loosely edit videos. However, it does need to be noted that I obviously watched Code Zero before I started my YouTube channel and thought, those guys look like they're having a shit ton of fun. I want in on it. And yeah, the rest is pretty much history. The next Twitter question comes from Bathau Conway, and he asks, What's the craziest thing you've ever done while riding a goat? I want to race with a bunch of pigs on a goat. So I have never actually physically ridden a goat, as I'm 205 pounds and I don't believe a goat's vertebrae would be able to handle that much girth. So we're going to run into now my channel update. Most of you know that I have been uploading Twitch highlights to my YouTube channel, and I have not really done any single player. The reason for that is because I simply do not have the time. I stream 3 nights a week, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And that is pretty much all the free time that I've got. So in my free time, I would rather stream than record single player. Why would I rather stream than record single player? One, simply for the interaction with the people that watch me. So obviously I can respond to a YouTube comment and that can be considered an interaction. But there's nothing like live streaming a game and being able to talk with your followers and trolls alike during the actual game as it's happening. So I have fallen in love with the idea of streaming, and I'm going to keep streaming for the time being. I will continue to upload Twitch highlights to my YouTube channel for all of you lovely people on YouTube, but do not expect any single player videos anytime soon. I also have gotten messages over, obviously, the past few months noting that my views are nowhere near as good as they used to be. I don't give a fuck. If I cared about the views on the videos that I put out, I would have quit 3 years ago. I obviously am not as stupid as I look or sound, and I realize that a lot of my views have plummeted. Well, guess what, folks? That's what happens when you disappear for 2.5 years. So all you kids out there that want to start a YouTube channel and you want to know how to keep viewers engaged, don't do what I did and disappear for 2 fucking years. You lose a lot of people. Consistency is not my strong suit. I've been spending a lot of my free time gaming with a new, well, somewhat new gaming community called WWCRP that is developed and managed by my buddy Nick Stevens, aka Little Disnick! Little Disnick, motherfucker! If you were just now stumbling on this video and you have no idea that I'm even still alive or that I stream, why don't you go look at that description box? I have a link to my Twitch in there. Again, I stream 3 nights a week, sometimes 4 if I get a wild hair up my ass, and I'd love to see you over there. I'm a lot more active on Twitch, so I'd love to see some of you over there watching me fuck up live. Thank you all very much for taking the time to watch my video today. If you all have additional questions, please feel free to leave a comment, and I'll be glad to respond to that comment. Thank you all very much. We'll see you next time.